เจนได้ยินพี่ไหม
ได้ยิน
ตอนนี้เจนเข้ามาได้ไหมเครื่องกลับมาได้ไหม
กำลังกลับพี่
โอเคโอเค
กำลังเริ่มต้นใหม่
อืม
ตอนนี้มันไม่แห้งแล้วกำลัง
โอเค
เริ่มต้นใหม่
เดี๋ยวเข้าไปคุยกันในไลน์กันแล้วกัน
ค่ะ
โอเคสวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับอาจารย์วันนี้พี่จุ๊บก็ไม่ได้มานะฮะให้ปอนอ่านนะครับโอเคครับครับโอเคครับ
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. And we are waiting for our first participant, which happens to be Claudia. Hi, Claudia from Switzerland.
Good afternoon from Switzerland, Tanachan. I'm glad to be here today.
Yes, good to see you also.
Yeah. Yeah, so far everything is fine. We are getting prepared to see our family in Germany tomorrow. And for me, it's a very special day today because yesterday or today, it's exactly 38 years ago that I got the first time in touch with Buddhism in this life. I was 17 years old and it was in Japan in a very simple Zen temple. So this day is very, very special for me and I feel a lot in my heart that
30,
I found the
38
Dhamma.
years, 38 years already. Huh? Can you hear me?
Yes,
You said 38 years since you first met Buddhism.
in this life, yes.
And
38 years.
how did you transform? Did you transform yourself?
Yes, yes. Of course, not completely. I still have a lot to do or to let go, but I got much calmer than I was before. And I feel it's completely the right way for me. I feel the truth of the Dhamma. And it helped me especially to practice the for Brahma Vihara in daily life. And to me, meditation is also a gift that helps me a lot in difficult times. But of course, I still have to let go a lot of things more. So
I think the more important thing is to discover your real self. Do you know your real self now, who you are?
but I am, how to say in English?
Your body is not yourself, that I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
It's your
It's-
mind. The mind is your real self.
Yes,
But then
yes.
again, the mind is not itself either. The mind is just a knowing element.
Yeah, that's a really interesting part. So intellectually, I understand that the body is not myself. It doesn't belong to me. The real difficult thing for me is still to understand that the mind is also not myself, that the mind is also anatta. And this is something very, very difficult to understand or to feel.
Yes, it takes a lot of meditation and a lot of contemplation.
Yeah,
But you first have to pass the body first. You have to be able to let go of your attachment to your body first. Then you're left
yeah,
with the mind. Then you can look at the mind more clearly.
yeah.
Right now, you don't have to worry about the mind. Just worry about letting go of your attachment to your body.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I practice this, yeah.
And just know how to make your mind happy by meditation and
Mhm.
by keeping the precepts and by doing charity.
Yeah, yeah. Especially this year was so difficult for me because I lost 4 people who were close to me within 5 weeks. And
Hmm.
just 2 weeks ago, my father-in-law also almost died. Luckily, he survived. And this year was the year of the Dhamma. It was really hard. And I was so glad that I had the meditation and that I was able to go to the Dhammapala monastery once in a while and also to have Dhamma friends, because I don't know how it would have been otherwise if I wouldn't be in touch with the Dhamma.
Yes, you should look at the body as like a cloud that will turn into rain one day.
Yeah, yeah,
Or like ice cream that will eventually melt.
like ice in the sunshine. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
I
it is.
will.
That's all it is about our body. It's just here temporarily, one here today and be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, I
don't.
also will visit the grave of my grandfather. He was a grave digger.
Yes,
He
you
was
told me
working on
that.
the cemetery, and when I was a small child, he took me often enough to the cemetery. So I'm very grateful that he did it, because in my early childhood, I already was in touch with death, but not in a bad way. It was a very normal part of the life. So I'm very grateful that he did it.
Yes, that is normal. The Buddha say, birth
Yeah,
is aging, sickness, and death is normal. It's part
yeah,
of the process, and there's nothing to be sad about because it's not us. The body is not us. We are not the body.
yeah,
So we just have to tell ourselves to let go of our attachment to the body. When the time comes for the body to depart, then just send it a goodbye.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you have any question tonight?
Um, Not today. I hope that I will also be able to participate on Zoom next week. I will be in Germany with Dhamma friends.
Yes.
But I also plan to participate on Zoom next week.
Good. I think Professor Kenneth is in Thailand right now in seclusion. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if he's coming in tonight or not, but I didn't
As
see
far
him
as
on
I
the
know,
screen.
he is in Thailand. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If nothing
Thank
else,
you very much for everything.
good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you very much.
Okay. We have Sammy, but he's not turning on the video. Or is he turning on the video in the dark? Okay. Sammy, go ahead.
And sorry about that, but uh, last time also I came, I don't have electricity in this kuti. I'm in Wat Pu Sangku.
What was
No
Uncle?
electricity, so now I'm using my phone flashlight.
Okay, so it won't last long then, huh?
Yeah, that's right. But last time I couldn't get the chance to talk to you because maybe they thought that I'm not turning on the video, but actually it was on, but I didn't have electricity.
There's no electricity in the what? In the temple.
So that's on.
Is there electricity in the monastery?
There's electricity in the monastery, but not the kuti.
I see.
The kuti doesn't have electricity.
You can still charge your phone.
I can charge from the kitchen area.
I see. Okay. So how long have you been there now?
Around 10 days or
10
days to
days.
2 weeks.
Are there any other male lay person like you?
Lay people, yeah, there are a few, like they are the worker in the kitchen, some ladies there, and Meiji. But I'm the only lay Farang who's residing here, and there was another American who just recently ordained.
I see. And can you
Yeah.
stay for how long? As long as you like.
Yeah, as long as the visa will allow also, and up until the they think I'm ready to ordain.
And do you have a
So
chance to
usually, I
see?
think,
You have a chance to see Ajaan Suchart and talk to him.
yeah, every day I cannot really talk to him, but I listen to his Dhamma talk every day after the meal, but it's in Thai, so I don't understand anything. But I'm trying to learn Thai, so maybe by next year I might start to pick up something he's saying.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, and Abbot, he speaks a bit of English, Long Pumon.
I think
And
so. He was in the
Do you know him?
military before he ordained. I think I heard he was in the military before he graduated from the Thai Military Academy.
You mean Longpo Muan?
หลวงหลวงพ่อวันชัย
One time. Okay. So yeah, my dealing mostly is with the abbot. The abbot is named Longpo Mon.
อ๋อหลวงปู่มน I see.
He's younger and he just knows just a bit of English, but enough to get by. And
Okay.
we use Google Translate on the phone, so just for important things.
Good.
Yeah, it's going well here, and we just need my mother's permission to move ahead. Aside from that, I am accepting this place and they're accepting me, and it's going quite well.
And you said there's another American monk staying there.
As American, he was coming here for like 6 months as a layman. But you have to like
Stay here for a while before they will accept you as a monk.
but for me, they are the months your mother's permission, and we'll be ready to move ahead. And they want you to start to memorize more. Passport ceremony. He would memorize
So
it.
you have to have the
By the
visa.
time
You have the visa, and then you can get ordained. Or you can get ordained and then get the visa later on.
Yeah,
Your voice is coming a little bit harder to understand. Come kind of on and off.
I need to. Is it okay if I turn off the light?
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Yeah, I think
That's better.
the signal will get better. Let me just set it up like so. Okay, sorry about that. So
It's okay.
yeah, this temple, I think, because now they've had a few foreigners, so they know how to process the religious visa for the Farang who wants to ordain here.
I see.
So they had this Canadian monk already. I think he's more than 10 vasa. And then some other foreigners came, ordained for 5 or 6 vasa, then left. And now this American guy ordained now, it's his first vasa. And recently some Belgian monk came, he is ordained in Sri Lanka. And now he moved here. So I don't know if he's planning to stay long term, but there are like already 3 foreigners. So regarding the visa, I don't think it will be a problem, but I still have to go to Laos because now my visa will expire after 1 week. So I go to
Okay,
Laos and then come back after 1 month, and then I will have 2 fresh months on my visa. Then they can convert it to a religious visa.
okay. That's good. Good
Yeah,
news to
so
hear
I'm
that
not
you
worried
have
about the visa.
good news to hear you
Again,
finally find a place to ordain and stay.
yes. I'm just worried that in the summer it might get too hot for me here, and there's
Just
no
don't worry about
electricity
it.
to use any fan or anything.
Just just learn to accept it. That's all. It's easier just to accept it. Don't try to reject it. Yeah, you cannot reject the weather. Just think if other people can accept the weather, so you can also accept the weather. Your body is no different from other people's body, really. It's just your attitude toward the weather that's the problem. You just don't like hot weather. So you have to change your
Yes,
attitude. Practice more meditation, more equanimity. Then your mind will be able to accept whatever comes to you.
how
And if,
can we
and,
practice more equanimity?
yes, mindfulness is the cause for equanimity. If you have mindfulness, then you will have equanimity. If you don't have mindfulness, then you don't have equanimity. You will have cravings instead. Craving for cool weather, like right now. It's quite nice right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have any question regarding your practice or otherwise?
Regarding my practice, I'm doing more walking meditations and also sitting on a chair as well as cross-legged. But I'm still not able to extend the session duration. My sessions are still around 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. So I don't know if this is something that is okay, or I need to extend it longer.
You have the longer you can sit in, I mean, the longer you have tolerance or endurance to deal with the situation, like not being able to do anything. But you need mindfulness or insight, wisdom to teach your mind to stop craving for doing things. Just to be happy being still instead. So you either have to recite mantra, do some chanting, or watch your breath. Watch.
And also during the walking meditation is okay if let's say with the inhale I take 1 step then with the exhale, I take another step. Is that also okay for walking meditation?
It's up to you. But I find when I'm walking, it's easier just to watch the step alone, don't have to watch the breath. As long as you have something to occupy your mind with, so that it doesn't go think about other things, then it's okay. But sometimes you might want to use more than one. You want to use the step and also you want to use the breath. That's okay too. But if it becomes cumbersome or not natural, then I think you should just use the step alone. It's more natural. Or you can recite mantra while you walk also. You can do that also. And you might you might change it when you walk and find which one better for you. Some people walk and recite the Patimokkha, the 227 rules of conduct.
Oh,
So if you beginning to become, when you became a monk, I think reciting the 227 rule is a good practice. It will keep your mind busy, so you'll be more mindful. And by the time you finish with the reciting, your mind can become quite calm and peaceful without even having to sit in meditation. And in the in the circle of monks, someone who can recite the 227 rules is considered to be precious, because we need one to recite the rules every fortnight. Somebody has to recite this 227 rule every 2 weeks. It's part of the requirement of monks. We live together more than 4 months up. We have to, one of the monks will have to recite the Patimokkha for the rest to listen to.
I think it's also required that every monk must memorize it.
Not necessarily. We only need one when we live in a community, someone who can recite. But if no one can, then we have to go to another monastery to join the other monastery to listen to this recitation.
Oh,
So we need at least one in the monastery, so that we don't have to go join the other monastery for uh, this function.
it's more convenient.
Yeah. So you'll be fine if you can do this. You'll be quite precious, because you know because you can provide this.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on my list to memorize not only the Patimokkha but some of the
Sutta
other
also.
some of the sutta, the Parita, and some others also that are important.
Yes, it's a good way to keep being mindful and
Yeah.
preventing your mind from becoming restless and agitated at the same time. Okay, do you have any other question right now?
No, Ajahn, thank you so much.
Okay, I'll move on then. Okay, next to Mike from New York. Saw you a few times, but didn't have a chance to talk. You had to go to work?
Namaskar, Ajaan. Yeah, I had to go to work, and I was also I was traveling for a few weeks, and then I got sick. So I haven't been on the chat in a little while, but I did listen last week, and I listened the week before on Facebook. So we haven't been that far from my mind. Um, it's good to see everyone, and it's good to see you, John.
Yes, good to see you too. Good to talk to you also.
The year is rounding out, and it's for me, it's a time where I can focus even more of my energy on my practice as things start to slow down. the end of the year. So I'm very grateful for that. I've been trying to keep up in my practice, but when I was traveling, especially, it wasn't as regular as I'd like it to be. But I'm trying to get back on the track. Yeah, I'd like to not, even when I'm traveling, I'd like to keep my practice continuous always. Does Tana John have any words of wisdom for trying to keep your practice more continuous?
Well, travel less if you can. Stay put. But if you have to travel, then you just have to make the best out of it, whatever time you can practice. But if you can stay put, and it will be easier to maintain your practice.
Some wise words. I'll be going back to Wat Metta next year, so I'm excited about that as another chance to renew my devotion and my homage and refuge to the Buddha and Dharma and Sangha with Tan Jeff. But hopefully one day I can come to Wat Yan. It still seems like such a magical place to come and visit. I don't really have too much else today, but I'm very grateful for the Sangha here. Just seeing everybody week after week really helps to motivate me to want to practice. So, and thank you for John, for all your teaching.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, we'll go to Saket and Nita. Okay, I haven't seen you for a few weeks too.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Good evening, Frajan.
Hope you're well.
We've been traveling as well, Frajan, and we were unwell as well. So, and we also feel that we should not travel for quite some time now. We attended a retreat in Malaysia with Luangpo Viradhammo. And then we were hoping to go to a monastery, SBS Sasana Rakha Buddhist Sanctuary near Penang, but we weren't able to get a spot. But then we just came back 2-3 days ago, and we were unwell most of the trip, actually. So we're very happy to be back home, and everybody wants to meet us suddenly over here. So we were hoping we'll come and just kind of settle in, but suddenly it's been pretty hectic here as well. But I think we're trying to slowly get back to establishing a regular practice after some busy time.
Yes, one of the rules the Buddha recommend is not to socialize or to engage with people. Because when you engage in, you have to exchange your ideas, and you have to talk and even do some activities together, which is not good for meditation.
Yes.
But then again, you're still a lay person. You still have to live in the world with other people, so it's not easy.
Yes.
We are trying to get into a schedule so that we can tell people, we are not available at this time. So we still get there and make sure that we have our time for meditation. And then if people want our time, then we have a specific time for them.
Okay, that's good. Like me, I also have my schedule posted to let people know when they can see me and when they cannot see me.
Yes.
So that'll be a New Year resolution.
Yeah, reduce engagement as much as possible.
Yes. Frajan, I guess one question comes in my mind. Sometimes I just, maybe because of all these travels, I just don't feel like meditating for long. I'll sit for 2 hours, but then I'm just waiting when the 2 hours will get over.
Because your mind been moving around all the time, so it's hard to keep it still. See, and it becomes addicted to traveling because it keep it busy, keep it. It can engage, it can enjoy all the sensual pleasures from traveling. So when it has to become still and not do any traveling, seeing anything or hearing anything, it becomes very uh, irritated. You cannot remain still. So you need strong mindfulness, stronger mindfulness than normal. You might have to keep reciting the mantra or keep chanting a sutta.
Yes.
Just to sit and watch your breath is maybe not strong enough to stop your mind from being restless.
Mm.
This is one of the hindrances, restlessness and agitation.
Yes.
And it comes from you're doing things, doing things, seeing things, hearing things. So try to stay in seclusion more as possible.
Mm. Yes, Raj, and I think we'll work towards that. And our neighbors also love to hang out with us. So we just go for a walk, and someone pulls us into their house, and it's they're all very sweet. But I think we'll try and see how we can build more seclusion.
I think you should walk inside your house, in your room.
Inside
So
the house, yes.
walking meditation, walking mindfulness.
Right. We have a terrace, so maybe we'll make it kind of more meditation friendly and kind of avoid going out at all. And
Yes. When you find you cannot sit long enough, then you can change your position and from sitting to do walking meditation instead.
Yes, all right, Sadhu. Yes. Yeah, that I think will help. Yes.
Okay. Any specific questions? Specific question?
Not from my side today. Thank you, Prajan.
Yeah, no other questions. Thank you so much.
Okay. Happy meditation.
Thank you so much.
Not Happy New Year, but happy meditation.
Yes.
Because Happy New Year means celebration, means sensual pleasures.
Yes. I
Okay.
think maybe 2026 we can, or at least I can focus more on the restlessness aspect. That could be a goal for the next year for me, maybe.
Okay.
I'll be starting the 6-hour challenge the weekend.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Thank you, Prajan.
Next, Kok Seng from Singapore.
Good evening, Prajan. Yeah, Prajan, like to ask Prajan regarding my Samatha Bhavana practice. About 4 weeks ago, I was able to sit for at least 3 hours in one sitting without changing my legs. But recently, I can only manage about 45 to an hour only. And I'm unable to sit longer than an hour. So may I check, Prajan? So is this a sign that my practice is sliding backwards?
No, maybe the 3 hours that you had able to do was maybe just an abnormality, not normal for you. So you have to look at the longer, the bigger picture, the total of the time that you spend practicing. How long do you usually can do? If it's 1 hour, then it means this is your standard. This is your ability. And to sit more than 1 hour, maybe just occasionally, maybe considered to be a special situation. Maybe you were more motivated, and maybe you have stronger mindfulness. So you have to look at the total amount of time you practice. How long do you normally do?
Okay. At that time, I was able to sit for at least a few days, 3 hours in one sitting. And I was thinking whether is it because recently I was a bit slackened in the sense that I have turned on to watching some YouTube videos for entertainment. So I'm just thinking, is it because of this switching to watching some entertainment, and therefore it leads to my deterioration in my practice?
That is possibility because it's essential pleasures and it's a hindrance to your meditation practice. So you want to avoid watching entertainment and listening to music, for instance.
Okay. I find that I sometimes I will resort to watching the YouTube videos when I'm feeling disappointed and I need something to fill in the gap, yeah, in between. So Prajan, any advice how do I avoid when I'm feeling similar situation again?
Well, you have to look at the consequence of your action. Will this action be beneficial or be harmful to you? If it's harmful to your meditation, then you should say no. If it's beneficial, then yes, you can do it. If you watch Dhamma talk video, maybe that's good. But if you watch entertainment, then that's not good because it will keep your mind busy thinking about entertainment all the time and not wanting to do any meditation practice.
Okay.
Okay.
I will, I will contemplate deeply into what Prajan said. Prajan, may I ask one last question?
Sure, go ahead.
It's a follow-up to the conversation with Claudia earlier about whether do you know yourself. So may I check, Prajan, so how do I train myself so that I can understand myself better?
Well, you start with mindfulness, first of all.
Okay.
And then you meditate until you get to jhana. When you get to jhana, then you start to see the body and mind as two separate entities. Then you can see that the mind is the master and the body is the servant. The mind is the one who tells the body what to do. And then you can study the nature of the body and you'll see it's anicca, it's temporary, and it's no self because it's made up of the four elements. So then you can let go of your attachment to your body. Once you finish with your body, then you look inside your mind and study the nature of the mind. And you'll find that the mind is just a knowing element that is able to think, to feel, and to be able to connect with the body to receive the sensual objects. But, but this activity has no self in it either. It's just an activity or function of the mind.
Okay.
So you have to do step by step first. You have to deal with the body first, understand the body and let go of the body. See the body as the three characteristics, has the three characteristics of existence. Once you deal with the body and the feeling is next. Okay. Once you finish with the body feeling, then you come to the mind to study the nature of the mind. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Prajan. I will contemplate over it.
But you need meditation, you need mindfulness to bring the mind inside. Right now, the mind is being pushed away toward the sensual objects by the defilement. So you don't see the mind or the body, you see the sensual object instead. And you get involved with dealing, managing the sensual objects until you forget the nature of your body, feeling, and mind, and not knowing how to deal with them properly. So you have to first stop your mind from going after sensual objects by mindfulness, by meditation, to bring the mind inside. Once you're inside there, you will be able to see the function of the mind. You will be able to contemplate on the nature of the body and feeling. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ajahn.
So be
So,
mindful all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Stop the mind from thinking, because most of the thinking is driven by your craving for sensual pleasures, nothing else. All right.
yes. Okay, I will contemplate what Ajahn said. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Philip from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajaan. Just here to pay my respects. I don't have any questions tonight.
Okay, I don't see Alvin here tonight.
I think he's traveling overseas. I think.
I see. Okay.
I think he'll be back next week, probably.
All right. Okay. I'll go to Steph then from Oregon. Hi, Steph.
Hello, how are you?
How's the holiday spirit?
Oh, excellent.
Does
A lot of
it
spirit.
disturb your meditation?
Yes, probably. No, actually, I've been having really good sits. I think because I had the 2 weeks where I couldn't, and now I'm able to, and it's been very good. So I think, yeah, I had an experience I wanted to share. We had a big power outage last week. There was a windstorm. There was a lot of landslides. Mass power was out. And I was able to stay with Buddho the whole time and with the wisdom that this is nature. And so I feel really good about that. I just wanted to share that.
That's good. Not complaining.
No, no. And the
Okay.
lights, like, we lost it for a minute, and like my kid, like, kind of freaked out. And I was just like, just gotta go with it, you know? Like, so like I felt really good. Yeah, yeah.
Accepting.
Yes, very accepting. And yeah,
What else can you do anyway?
exactly
Yeah.
right. And I feel a lot of pleasure from my meditation. So I can just go into my meditation, and I'm just trying to teach them, like, let me teach you how to breathe so we can get through this peacefully. And yeah, it's been going good.
That's good. Sometimes you need something like this to push you to do the meditation.
I think so. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I did a lot of metta for my dog, and it taught me to just let myself out of the equation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let nature work its course.
Exactly right. Yeah. So that was really, really helpful for me. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're
No
welcome.
other questions. Have a good day.
Next, Celia from Peru. You celebrate Christmas also? Do you celebrate Christmas in Peru?
We celebrate Christmas. This is one of the big celebrations of the year, but I just learned yesterday that tomorrow is Christmas because my mind has been totally elsewhere. Yeah. Like some of the other participants, it's been very busy month. Like my mother had surgery like 2 weeks ago, and then supposedly it went well, and then she started deteriorating really, really fast. And then we went to emergency, and then she started stabilizing a little bit now, just now. So yeah, my mind has been elsewhere now. So yeah, as you say, I've been trying to be a little bit mindful, mostly of the breath here and there, but it has been very difficult now because I haven't had time to meditate a lot, not even sleep like normal. So yeah, it's been a little bit difficult, but yeah, trying to slowly come back to listening to the Dhamma and to connecting with the teachings again.
You forgot to recite Anicca Dukkha Anatta.
Sometimes, but it was so few times that it was not really worth it. I mean, before I
Doesn't
did
work.
it,
Sometimes it does.
yeah, it didn't work. What worked a little bit better was the breath because I can do that anywhere. Like it was very, very quick. But just two breaths, like in and out, in and out. Okay, I come back. But then again, but the breath is working a little bit more.
Sometimes you have to change your meditation subject to sit
Yeah, I've noticed.
to fit the situation.
Yes. By now, I need something that is very quick, and sometimes Anisha, Duka, Anata, it takes a little bit more. But yeah, all these months I've been thinking, Anisha everywhere. Like, you think that things are going to be okay, or at least they're bad, but no, they could keep going up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yes,
It
up,
gets in a little
down,
bit too much.
rising and falling.
Yes, all the time. Amazing. But at least if it was a little bit, no? But it's like up, down, up, down, up, down.
And it's anatta, you cannot do anything about it either.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no
Sometimes you have to
you,
learn the hard way.
there is no you in this equation. The up and down, go up and
Yes.
down.
But it's difficult to see, I think, because it's the health of my mother, so I'm the one responsible because she cannot take decisions by herself. So there, I see a little bit of self there. No, I have to try to get her health better at this moment. No, so
Yes, on that
it's a
one
little.
level, you can still manage, but then there's another level in which you cannot do anything. So when you can do something about it, then do it. But when you get to the point where you cannot do anything, then you just have to let go.
I think that's the point when the doctors say, "Okay, we don't know what's happening." So really, if they don't know, I don't know even less. Me, what can I do? No? So that's the moment when I
Yeah,
can see,
just
yeah, okay, there's nothing to do there. So
let nature take its course.
yeah, yeah. But by now, I mean, she's stabilizing, maybe. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about Christmas. Maybe tomorrow.
Just take
Do they
it.
celebrate Christmas in Thailand?
Not really. We are Buddhist countries, 90% of us. But there's some, people who've been gone living in the West before. They do some celebration, and there's a small Christian community also that do celebrate. But a
It's
lot
not
of
this big
more,
celebration.
but more is more commercial side of Christmas that is being celebrated. People go to shopping malls to buy gifts and see the decorations and all this. Yeah.
Here too, totally.
Listening
Here
to
we
jingle
have
bells, jingle bells.
we have here our own songs that are very popular. But here in Peru, for example, on Christmas we eat this. It's Italian actually. It's not panettone, and everyone gets insane for this panettone. It's really nice. It's an Italian bread that has a lot of sugar and butter and dried fruits. It's really nice. I dreamed about panettone like all year only, and we mostly eat it on end of the year and on Christmas. So yeah, probably tomorrow I will look for the best panettone that is
Yeah,
around.
that's sensual pleasures.
It's totally sensual pleasures. It's totally yes. Just for one day, I give up. Just for today, for tomorrow.
Once a
Yeah,
year, once a year.
once a year. Yeah. I'll take that indulgence, but I'll come back. I'll come back after.
Okay, you have any question?
No questions. Happy to be here again. Happy to see you. Happy
Okay,
to listen to
happy
you.
to see you
Thank you very
too.
much. Be well. Be
Okay,
healthy.
thank you. Next, Revan from California.
Hi, Ajaan. No question. I'm also planning for traveling and already have some headache about it. But um, I think I will be mindful, not trying not to be too busy.
Yeah, just take things as it comes.
Mm.
What else can you do, right?
Yeah.
Meditate. When you're at the airport, meditate. Just watch your breath.
Yeah. It's not happened till Chinese New Year,
I see.
but the booking and the flight and hotel and where to stay, it's just a little bit stressful. But I have time, so I will take it easy.
Yes. Nothing is predictable. Just think it like that. There'll be changes all the time.
Tajan, I have a question about the charity. It doesn't have to be money, right? It can be food or clothing or any kind of items.
Yes,
That
gift. We call it gift. Any gift.
any gift is okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I
And
think it should be useful to the receiver also. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
want to buy something that the receiver cannot use. Like, don't give monks alcohol beverages, you know.
Oh, I see. Appropriate gift for the
Yeah,
person.
oh, yes. Especially the thing that they need.
Mhm, mhm. And then for Christmas, if just little gift, just little thing is still part of the generosity.
Yes, any giving is generosity.
Okay.
Dana means giving. Dana means giving, to give whatever you have. That doesn't hurt yourself. Give away the surplus thing that you have, you don't need to keep.
Yeah. Just another question. Sometimes like I give it to homeless people, but then I also heard people say that um the person might use the money to buy alcohol or drug and you might end up hurting them. So it make me doubt about my actions of giving and whether it's appropriate situations. But I cannot ensure. I, I mean, I guess I cannot control what they do with the money. And if I just want to give with the intention of being generous, is that still a good things to do?
Well, like I said, if it's harmful to the receiver, then you shouldn't give it. By giving them something useful, like if they need food, give them food or clothing. Give them,
Okay.
don't give the money. You doubt if you might be if you're suspicious that the money might be used in the wrong way, and that can hurt the person who received the money.
Okay, okay. I see, I see. If I have doubt about it, then give something that I have no doubt, like food. Okay.
That's right.
Get easier. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Next, Gary from Singapore.
Hello, John. I'm just here to pay my respect. No questions. Thank you.
Okay, good. Next, Intan from Indonesia. I see you move up one step by cutting your hair now.
Yes, Prajan.
How do you feel better? Less
Better,
worry,
Prajan.
less responsibility, less work.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So at that time, I read Prajan book. So I think I must to learn from Prajan. So I think I still have a kilesa with my hair. So I cut to very short.
That's good. And how did you feel like when you have it cut short?
Uh,
You feel
not
better?
feeling.
You feel good?
For me, I'm not feeling. But I think this is more practice. For me, more
More
easy.
practical. Yes, more
More
practical.
practical. Yes.
You don't feel that you're less beautiful now or something like that without the hair?
Oh no, no.
Doesn't matter anymore how you look, right?
Yes.
Because,
Prajan.
yes, go
Yes,
ahead.
Prajan.
Go ahead.
I want to ask Prajan when I practice to cut my sensual pressure, so it means at the same time I also practice the 10 parami like effort, sacha, and aditana.
Well, you first you have to have the atitana. You have to have the intention. The intention is to cut your hair short, and then if you follow it, if you follow your intention, that means you have satya. I mean you're truthful. You're true to your intention, and then you need to have the effort to make it work. Yeah. Sometimes you just think about it and never decided, never do the actual cutting of the hair. So you need the effort to do this. And if you feel bad, you have to use kanti, patience, to endure the bad feeling that might arise from your action. But you also practice the what we call nekama parami,
Nekama parami.
abstain from sensual pleasures.
Okay.
like one of the 8 precepts, the 7th precept is not to beautify your body, not
Mm. Okay,
keep
understand,
keep
Prajan.
your body simple, just clean, keep it clean. That's all you need. You don't need to, put makeup. You don't have to dye your hair and anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is more easy.
Yeah, and it makes you feel more free from about having to look after your body.
Mm.
This will enable you to do meditation more easily, not to have to worry
Mm-hmm.
about the body, how it looks, because you don't need
Yes.
to have a beautiful body to meditate with. You just want to
Just
keep the
need
body
mind.
simple. Just want to keep the body simple,
Yes.
so you don't spend too much time on the body, so you can have more time to spend on the mind.
Mm. Yes.
Okay.
Prajan, for another one, from Prajan book, Beyond Birth, I also learned something. The easy way to practice a feeling is I put my condition in, like when I meditate until the state separate between my body and mind. So at that time, I'm not react with the feeling. This is the right way to practice.
Well, if you want to deal with the feeling, you have to 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 create bad feelings, like fasting or walking for a long time until you get tired and
Mm-hmm.
get painful, or you sit in
Mm-hmm.
meditation until your body start to ache and have a painful feeling. Then that's the time when you will have to deal with the vedana, the painful feeling.
Okay. No, I actually I practice it once a day, and and also when I uh make sure I can cut my sensual pressure. So I also aditan atasila.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you basically need every day is the Atasila, the 8 precepts. But more than that, you might want to do more to create more challenge to your mindfulness and wisdom. Like maybe
Yes.
fast for a few days. Can you try to fast for 1 week without eating food, but just water?
Prajan, now I still working Prajan. So when I'm in Kochion, I will practice.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then you're
So
increasing the painful feeling, so that you need to
mm,
use meditation to deal with it because you cannot take any food.
okay.
You can be happy even if your body is hungry. If you can meditate
Mm-hmm.
and keep your mind calm,
Mm-hmm.
then the hunger of the body will not bother you if you have mindfulness
Mm-hmm.
and wisdom to tame your mind, to keep your mind calm.
Prajan, but I surprisingly when I am fasting, I never feel hungry.
That's because you're meditating. See? If you're not
Oh,
meditating, then you want to start to think about food. When you think about food, then you can become hungry.
mm-hmm.
But when
Yeah.
you
At
when you
home, I
meditate,
can.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. At home, I can feel hungry.
yes, or especially when you're close to food, when you see people eating,
Mm-hmm.
then you can become hungry or thinking about it, thinking about food. But when you're alone in the mountain or somewhere seclusion, and you
Mm-hmm.
try to maintain your mindfulness to stop your mind from thinking, then you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you forget about food, and you
Yes.
find that the hunger is not that painful, because the real
Mm-hmm.
pain is from the mind, the dukkha that arises from the craving for food, not because of the body lacking food. The pain from the body is not as intense as the pain from the mind craving for food. So you need to meditate to stop this craving for food. Once you can
Mm-hmm.
stop it, then you feel that the pain from the body is not that difficult to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Okay.
Understand, Prajan. Prajan, I want to ask in cultural regulation, cannot suggest us to wear white clothes or
There's
black clothes.
no actual requirement, but usually people who go to meditation
Oh,
retreat usually wear white or black
okay. So
or
if
white.
I want to wear a red jacket, is okay, Prajan.
Red jacket. It's not
Uh-huh.
usually
No,
red.
no, I mean, cause I want to practice at night, meditate outside from the room. So at that time, if the wind is very strong, it's still cold. So I need jacket to.
Well,
Uh,
if you cannot find other color, then it's okay. But normally, if you're in a retreat, usually
mhm.
the usual attire are usually white or dark. You know,
Okay, okay. So more better what jacket? Okay, understand, Praja.
but if you're alone and nobody see you in the dark, then it doesn't matter what you wear.
Just the animals see me, Prajan.
Okay, then they don't care what color you wear. Okay,
Okay, understand, Prajan.
you're welcome.
Thank you,
Next,
Prajan.
next, Rohini from the UK.
Good evening, Ajaan. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. Past few days, I spent time on Anapanasati every day for some time, and then spend more time on contemplating 9 qualities of Buddhanusati. Yeah.
This is some mindfulness practice.
Yeah. When I'm sitting, I just practice Anapanasati and
You should do it with the 3 hour or 6 hour challenge. Then just sit down and chant.
I did some I can't really remember how many days, but I did. Yeah.
You want to use mindfulness to stop your mind from running
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
Yes, I find it very useful when I contemplate the 9 qualities, starting from Arahan and kind of like orderly manner, like a circle, so that and with the meaning, and not just chanting mentally and with the meaning. So I contemplate, so that helped me to um,
This
reduce.
will makes you understand the Buddha better, what kind of person he was.
All 9 qualities with the meaning.
Mhm.
Ajahn, I just want to ask, is it okay to, because this holiday time, no, nothing, like full time, maybe just keep practicing. Sometime, is it okay to practice impermanence meditation?
In what way do you mean impermanent meditation?
Like I is impermanent and the form is impermanent, and is it okay to practice, or should I mean, at this stage, I'm just wondering because I haven't got the samadhi. I don't know whether it is.
Well, see, when you practice contemplation,
Yeah.
it is preparing yourself to meet the real situation. Like contemplating the body is impermanent. It will have to
Yeah.
get old, get sick, and die. You do this contemplation to remind yourself that this thing will happen to you one day, to your body sooner or later. And then you have to prepare your mind with equanimity in order to be able to face the the truth of the body when it happens. So
What?
when you contemplate, just telling you, reminding yourself that don't forget, your body's gonna get old, get sick, and die.
Yeah.
And then the
How
next
should
step
I
is how.
meditate? You know, the 10 Sanyojana, which we bind to the samsara, you know, the first three, Sakkaya Ditthi, to get rid of Sakkaya Ditthi, how should I meditate? Should I?
It's not meditation. It's studying the nature of the five khandhas, the body and the mind. That they are anicca, they are temporary, they change, they're not the same, they don't remain the same. They rise and cease, they come and go. Some rise and cease and some change. It depends on what you are studying, looking at. Like if you look at the body, you see that the body will get old, get sick, and die. But if you look at the feelings, you see the feeling keep changing from good feeling to bad feeling to neutral feeling. And they are all anatta, they are not under your control. This is what you want to study, so you get the wisdom, the insight to be able to let go of your wrong view, your sakkayality. Our view of the body and feeling is that we think we are the body, we are the feeling, and that we can control and manage the body and feeling. But in truth, we are not able to on a certain level. On one level, on normal level, we can still control the body, the feeling. But eventually we have to come to another level where we cannot control the body or the feeling that come with the body. Then we have to learn to use equanimity to accept this this nature of the body and not get any suffering from it, not suffer from aging, sickness, or death. So there's two levels here. First, you study, prepare your mind to eventually face the real challenge. When you get old, you get sick and die. That's the challenge we have to take up eventually. And in order for us to pass this challenge, we have to prepare ourselves with mindfulness and wisdom, with equanimity.
Okay, thank you.
So you have to understand that in order to deal with this challenge, we need both. We need equanimity for meditation, and we need the wisdom to teach the mind to accept the truth of the body and feeling of being anicca, being anatta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when a person is in meditation, like fully concentrate on in and out breath, you know, the like Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, these aggregate, is it still functioning or?
They're less, they're functionless. Some of them stop and some of them still function. Like
Even though
thinking stop, but your Vedana, Sanya still exists. But it makes your mind calm when you stop thinking. See? It gives the mind equanimity, not to react with cravings.
I'm not sure whether my understanding is correct. If the mind has certain parts like knowing and the Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara.
You don't need to know these things. All you need to know is to keep your mind calm and not reacting. It doesn't matter whether you know or not. The goal is to have equanimity, to be able to accept.
That means fourth jhana.
That's right. But you study the nature of the mind to know that the mind has feeling, it has sanya, perception, it has Vijnana, the ability to receive essential objects from the body, and this thing keep changing, and you cannot control them. That's all. You can only occasionally control them with mindfulness when you meditate. Then you stop this function temporarily. But the goal of our meditation is to build up equanimity, to keep the mind calm and not reacting to the situation that will will force us to react, like react to painful feeling, for instance. We don't want to react because when we react, we tend to create more suffering from reacting.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that contemplation and meditation are two separate practices. They don't go together. When you meditate for equanimity, you just want to still the mind. You don't want to think at all.
So when you, yeah, so the anapanasati, I can't really do anapanasati whole day or
Yes, you need.
like 2 or 3 hours. Okay, anapanasati, and then get up from the seated position and then walk.
It
And the
will,
walking meditation, or how? What is the best way to do?
the best way is to first develop jhana first. Become expert in entering into jhana. Don't worry about contemplation at all.
Okay, thank
Until you can enter jhana anytime you like. Then after that, when you come out of jhana, then you can start contemplating on the three characteristic nature of the body and feeling.
Okay, Ajahn, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, we in Czech and Vancouver.
Greetings, Ajahn.
Yes.
We have 2 weeks of break, so it's good
2
for
weeks of
us.
sensual pleasure, you mean?
Not going anywhere.
But celebrating, eating.
No, so far, no. We just stay at home and rest, actually. Also before the break, then we collected a lot of food from children. They donate, and then we just help them to bring it to the food banks anyway.
Charity
Yeah.
then. Do charity. Dana.
Yeah. Yeah.
And keep the sila, keeping the 5 precepts, 8 precepts.
Not a precept. 5 precept is good so far.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
yes.
no meditation at all.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Meditate, yeah, certain time. That's why I have a question. Like the clear comprehension, like sampajanya. So in the satipatthana, like one is a sampajanya, like it's all trying to be mindful of what our bodily action is, like
Continuous mindfulness, is what I mean. Not just temporary mindfulness in which you mindful for a few seconds and then your mind goes to something else. But constantly being mindful all the time is sampajanya.
so. Of course, we need to train in order to do that.
Of course,
Yeah,
because
but
your mind has no sampajanya, you need to develop it.
so Tanaja, like is a jhana come first, then like
No, it comes
yeah.
after sampajanya. You need to have sampajanya in order to get into jhana. Like when you meditate, you have to constantly be mindful of your breathing, your breath all the time, and not thinking about other things. When you think about other things, you stop going into jhana already.
Okay, so like this mindfulness like in breathings, and then we know about the four postures, and we know about this like sampajana about our bodily actions. All this like is because we want to build continued mindfulness.
Mindfulness, yes,
And then we're trying to get into jhana.
that's right. Because
Mm.
you need to stop thinking completely before you can enter into jhana. So you need constant mindfulness to stop your mind from thinking by focusing on your breathing when you meditate, or when you're moving, focus on your body movement all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Then you have a chance to enter into jhana that way, because your mindfulness will be sampajana, will be constant.
Mm.
Not going on and off, like firefly. You, mindfulness be constant, steady all the time. Not mindful for 1 second and then being unmindful the next second, for instance. This is not sampajana.
Mm.
Sampajana means every second you are mindful. So this takes time to develop. That's why it's so hard for people to meditate to get to jhana, because they don't have the time to and the patience to do it. In this age of instant gratification, you want to switch on the switch and then everything comes on. Switch on the remote control and then you can change the channel right away. But to switch the mind from active to non-active, this is very difficult.
Mm.
Because there's no switch to do it. I mean, there's a switch, but you have to build it up first. Sampajana is the switch.
Mm. But in order to do that environment,
You need to become a monk.
to help us.
You have to go live alone in the forest.
Yeah. Right.
That's what the Buddha did. That's all the noble disciples did. Ajaan, everybody has to go live alone.
Mm.
And then they will have all the time to maintain mindfulness, to make it sampajana. So that when they sit and meditate, they can go into jhana.
Mm. Okay. So the only thing like Buddha, when he was young, he can get into jhana, and that's because like from his previous life.
That's right.
While he's still in a palace.
His mindfulness is strong enough to go into jhana if the conditions around. If if he was allowed to be alone and nobody disturb him, then the mind can go into jhana automatically.
Mm.
But he only had one chance on that particular day when all the servants or the attendants were busy doing something else and left him sitting alone under a tree. And when he was suddenly alone, nobody to disturb his mind, to engage with anything or anybody, then the mind stopped and entered into jhana right away.
Mm.
This can happen when you keep practicing mindfulness and meditation. Sometimes you're not in a sitting meditation, but you're just not doing anything, and suddenly the mind will just become calm automatically. If you maintain strong mindfulness, continuous mindfulness, sometimes you don't even need to sit in the posture, in the lotus posture, and watch your breath. It just come automatically when you're not thinking about anything.
Or sometimes like in the extreme situation, like meeting the tiger, like long for chop chop, I think.
That also can force the mind to retreat into to jhana. If the mind is not, if mindfulness is not strong enough, it is the defilement that will push the mind to keep running away, to run away. But you
Oh,
have strong mindfulness, you can stop the defilement from pushing the body to run away and keep it still in jhana instead.
oh, I see.
Mm.
Okay.
Then one more. Any advice, like, during my meditation, sometimes like I got this like sliver. Um, I
Yeah.
know you ask us like not to bother by it, but
Well, my advice is don't expect much from meditation for you anyway. You're not in the level to expect any result from your meditation. Because had you were, then you would have told me a long time ago already. And in all these years, you never experienced any result from your meditation because you don't have the time to develop constant mindfulness.
mm,
You're busy thinking all the time about your business, your work, and so forth, your family. You won't have time to stop thinking.
mm,
If you go live on Kauchion for 3 months, you might be able to.
maybe you
So practicing right now, it's just like a little, just a little play for you, more than real thing and real stuff.
groundwork
Yeah,
for my
maybe. But don't expect any result really. I don't think it's possible. Unless you have something with you from your past life, then you might be able to, like the Buddha. Suddenly you're left alone in a room by yourself and have nothing else to do. And then your mind might go into jhana automatically. Why don't you try that? Keep yourself in a room.
Try it out. But okay, you go back to like, just develop continual mindfulness.
Yeah. You need to be alone in order to develop continuous mindfulness.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Tanjan.
All right. Next, we'll go to Josh. Hi, Josh. From Brazil, right? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I forgot.
Oh, no, it's okay. There's a young man, maybe you're confusing, that was thinking about ordaining maybe the last time I was here, but no, I'm from Missouri, or I'm in Missouri right now. So it's been probably a couple months or so since I joined. I was
Okay.
kind of getting the message today to join because I need some extra support for my practice, and just as soon as that intention arose, I noticed the benefits. And then I appreciate what you're doing here and everyone here because I've been able to stay with my objects a lot easier. So it's interesting because, some people need to be alone more, right? Who said, some famous guy said that all the world's problems is because we can't sit in a room alone by ourselves. So I think that was really helpful. But now the I don't know, the container, the group support is helpful from time to time too, because otherwise I'm just associating with worldly things, right? And I lose track that we have friends on the path and support on the path. And so I find that helpful from time to time too. I recently got back. I went to a Zen retreat, which is interesting because just 15 minutes of sitting on one of those is not pleasant so much. So it has advantages and disadvantages, I find. But then I went to the Thai Forest Monastery in New Hampshire. Is it Jetavana Temple Forest Monastery for a week, and really noticed the benefits of my practice, obviously. So the support and the conditions were very ideal there. And so a little bit challenging coming back here. And I go serve Chithurst and Thai Forest Monastery of Ajaan Suchart for the winter retreat for February and March. So really looking forward to that. But as far as practice goes, We talk about sampajanya and continual mindfulness, and yeah, kind of being alone. And what else did you say was what else can help with that? Because I find that that is helpful, obviously. I think the aspiration maybe to do it, but then there's this forgetting that happens all the time, right? So any other tips for continuous mindfulness as well?
You have to be in seclusion and engage in social activities. Be alone.
What about the mind wandering though? You know, because
You need
I kind of
you
get baited into, oh, there's so many wonderful things to think about, and sometimes I get deluded into thinking they're helpful, and maybe sometimes they are, but setting all that aside, I guess it's the momentum from daily life still catching up with me. And also, if there's not a lot of pleasure or pain, you know, I become disinterested. If the Vedana is more neutral, then you know there's not a hook one way or the other. Usually, if it's unpleasant, I'm trying to get rid of that before I go back to the object. But if it's pleasant, then I can stay with the object more, you know.
Yes, you
But
have to avoid sensual pleasures. Be alone and stay in the forest once, and then there's no sensual objects to lure you to go after them.
exactly, when I was doing a walk around the extended area there, it was so
Yeah.
easy to stay with my meditation object. You know, it was actually, yeah. So, yep.
So constant mindfulness is what you need to succeed in
Yes.
meditation. In order to have constant mindfulness, you need seclusion. You need no engagement. You don't want to engage with anybody.
And it's yeah, you're right. It is a challenge for lay people who were expected to engage, you know. And there's a famous sutta about them asking the Buddha about we delight in sensual pleasures, you know. What are we supposed to do, basically? And I can't remember his response now, but yeah, it is a challenge. And so that's why I find these the conditions so important, like you're saying. And actually, it's cultivating that mindset of renunciation as well. Like, okay, is this really going to be for my, yeah, there's some pleasure, but is it really going to be helpful in the long run? No, I'm going to die. And then where's the sensual pleasure is going to help me then, right?
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
You have to look at
Right.
sensual pleasure as something temporary. Give you a
It
brief
is, yeah.
pleasure, and then when it's gone, it left you feel lonely again.
Well, even, you know, like even more extreme, like is it one where he's like it's like a canker, a sore, you know, like really seeing it as more extreme, like, okay, well, what if this is not actually that compared to like jhana, you know, or higher states? I mean, it's nothing, right? Like the most pleasure we can actually get in the world, not to be attached to it, is like the bliss of jhana, right? It doesn't even compare to regular sensual pleasures. And then when I fall out of that and forget that that's even more, um, you know, satisfying, you know, temporarily, not to get attached to that and want that and cling on to that, just another thing. But as far as regular sensual pleasures, right, there's nothing that can compare to the bliss and happiness of certain jhanas, right?
That's right. Jhana is the best form of happiness, and
Temporary, yeah.
it can be generated without the need to have anything. Just mindfulness, all you need to have.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay. Thank you, Ajahn. Appreciate your help.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Aparachita from Dubai.
Good evening, Prajan.
Good evening to you.
Yes. No questions, just listening and being in your presence.
Okay. No issues, no suffering.
I think I just have to deal with them as patiently, as wisely as possible. Sometimes losing my cool and hopefully recovering.
Okay. Stay
Yeah.
calm. Don't
That's right.
react.
Yeah.
Accept. Instead of reacting, accepting is better. Yes, yes, okay. If anybody say anything or do anything, okay, it's fine. No need to react to what they do.
Yes, I
You
think that
can,
is correct.
yeah, you cannot change them. This is what they will do all the time, regardless of whether you are here or not.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, good. Be mindful, then you can become less reacting.
Yes.
All right.
You're right. You're
Okay.
right. Yes.
I'll go to Diana. Then Diana, haven't seen you for a few weeks. Did you intentionally not coming in, or were you not able to come in?
No, well, what happened, we had a time change. Nama
I
Budaya,
see.
Ajaan Suchart, Nama
Okay.
Budaya. Yeah, we had a time change, so then it was awkward because your talk starts at 8, but I'm still like getting things.
Doing something else. Yeah.
Well, getting my daughter to go to her class, and then I take her there, like I still have to like feed her, get her dressed. I was listening like for half an hour, and then I drive her there, and then sometimes get delayed there. So by the time often I come back, I maybe listen to like just the ending of it, and then usually I just sit by myself, and then have a chance to listen in parts, like 1 hour, then I have to go do something, then 1 hour again. I was trying to catch up during the week. But today is already holiday for these 3 weeks, so I'm hoping to join like this.
Good. So you
Yes.
have any question you'd like to ask?
Yeah, I am. Has it been like maybe 2 months that, well, since November was the time change. So 1 month only. Okay. Yes. I had a few, so basically I've succeeded with mostly keeping the 6 precepts for this time frame. The 8 is not so possible. I'm still waiting to see how I can like bring it more into my life, because before the 8 precepts was just on weekends, but now like we fell off the horse for that part, but at least the 6 precepts is there, and one daily meditation together with my daughter is there, and a mindful and like the mindfulness walk is there. The rest of the time is getting caught up in thinking for this and that.
Okay.
Yes, it just seems whenever I need to engage in some kind of work, there are people, right? There are people and their reactions, and the mind is just getting caught. Even if I'm aware that I'm getting caught, I not have enough mindfulness to in the moment get uncaught. Usually I just have to wait for the event to finish and then try to reshuffle to get back to the mindfulness that I can manage in my life. Like for the walking, like I've noticed if we join with other families, then the mindfulness is gone, and then I find myself kind of irritated because that was my refuge for that day, just to kind of get back to.
Yes, lay life is a busy life. You got so many things to do, so many people to engage with. So almost no time for mindfulness practice.
Well, at least I made a deal with my daughter right now that if we are engaging in some kind of outdoor kind of where she needs to socialize, right, for her development and things like that, and that then we can take care and do our morning or evening walk on our own, where we're just with ourselves and our footsteps and the mantra, and it's more flexible for her, obviously. But that way she can give me that time and space. However, it is like from 10-15 minutes to half an hour. I think an hour is a big stretch. So there's that. But I've actually been challenged with a sudden hearing loss due to some infection, virus, bacteria, and it was so painful. And it was just like there wasn't enough mindfulness to handle the pain. I was aware, but like honestly, like I was very aware that I didn't want to stay deaf, and like the mental pain. There was physical pain, but then the mental pain associated with that was not very controllable, to be honest. And like I'm just wondering, because that experience has passed now. I think I was really keeping it together for maybe like 3 days, and then when the hearing didn't come back, I became like quite miserable. Like in my mind, like understanding, okay, like I'm going to be deaf, and just being unhappy with it, and not being able to accept it in that moment.
Yeah, it's up to whether you can prepare your mind to accept to face this thing beforehand or not. If you think about it beforehand, and if it should happen, it will be easier for the mind to accept.
Yeah, because in the moment it wasn't happening at all.
Yeah, you never thought of it beforehand. Then you might lose your eyes, you might lose your hearing.
Yeah, it was
You
very
might
scary,
you might
actually.
lose a limb, you might lose a leg or something. What would you do?
So this is where I could like contemplate it at some
That's right.
point.
Contemplate anicca, the
Yeah.
anicca nature of the body.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I could do that because, like, I think last year I had like an eye scare where I was gonna go blind, but thankfully right now it's maintained. And this year I've had this year, and okay, so just adding some contemplation that this disintegrating, this death will come.
So if you think beforehand, then the impact would not be as strong as if you haven't thought about it at all. So try to think about losing something that is precious to you, and see if you can prepare your mind to accept it or not.
Yes, I was very surprised at my own reaction of discontent, how frustrated the mind became when it couldn't hear. Like when I was thinking about it prior, it's like, okay, well, I just cannot hear. And then like on the surface, like without having the actual experience, it sounded very like plain. But in the moment, the emotional frustration that arose from it was just was very dramatic.
You can also think of the positive side of being deaf, being.
That's true.
Then you don't hear any sound, then you can meditate easily. No disturbance.
Yeah. I think because it only happened for one ear, there was like a double-sided reaction happened with the right ear when it was hearing, it wasn't just hearing less, it was hearing distorted. That's where the frustration came. It wasn't like somebody turned down the volume. It was like distorted hearing, like confused, like how the radio you can't really
Yes,
hear,
yes.
like that. Okay.
And you could not accept that.
Well, no, because I was still trying to hear, and just the fact that like I couldn't hear at all because it was all distorted. Like I wasn't really prepared for that. I was prepared to hear less. Yeah, no, it was and then like a week later, I think a week and a half into the treatment, the hearing did come back very suddenly.
And you
And
felt a big relief after that.
well, yeah, I was like, to be honest, I couldn't believe it happened. I think it was 2 weeks later that I realized, okay, yeah, the hearing is here to stay. And then the next 2 weeks, I was still very much caught in fear that because I still had to finish the medication for it. And it had like a lot of side effects, made me very irritable. I couldn't sleep. Just the suffering was very relevant.
You should be thankful for this experience, that it reminds you of the impermanent nature of your body. So
Okay.
you must not take it for granted that everything's gonna work well, work perfectly all the time. So you have to
Yeah.
prepare your mind to accept it when it happens. Then there won't be any suffering in the mind. You can still continue on with whatever condition of the body you have to to face.
Yes. Okay. I look for one positive. One good thing is, if you recall, like I struggle with some migraines. So now, when I'm having migraines, it's like nothing in comparison to what I went through. So that's like one blessing because it's just a migraine.
Yeah, no big deal, right?
Yes. Jan, if I can talk about just one last thing that has been causing me a lot of discomfort is my mother ended up in the hospital, and that has happened before, but there's one fact that she hasn't really wanted my involvement in it, which really made me experience a lot of powerlessness, like me wanting to be there, like mentally, but her asking me not to come and visit because she doesn't have enough strength, that she's choosing to have like another friend manage her, and she does have a husband she's back home now, she has a husband who is taking care of her. So I'm like 50% successful with your guidance in terms of like finding relief, that I'm letting her do exactly what she wants to do, like I'm honoring her wishes, right?
Yes. Then you should think of the other benefit. Then you don't have to worry about her.
Well, I still worry about her because she's not like, okay, can you explain that? Like I'm not.
I don't mean to worry, but you don't have to do anything for her if she didn't want you to do.
Okay, so am I not like, because the feeling that I have is like I'm not in my mind, where my mind is tricking me is like, oh, I'm not doing my daughter's duty, that I'm like, there.
Because you're not allowed to do. So you have to. If you're not allowed to do, then what can you do?
Okay, so the mind is tricking me like, oh, but you still have to persevere. No?
You don't need to persevere. If the person doesn't want you to do anything for her, then that's the end of the story. You said you should be thankful. Well, that's great. Then you can be free to do something else and leave her alone.
Yeah, so maybe like 50% of the time I was able to go and do that, but mostly at night is when I'm like, oh, I haven't heard from her.
Or imagine that you become incapacitated and you cannot do anything for her anyway.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's not your intention not to help her. It's her intention for not for you to help her. So you cannot do anything. You have to respect her wishes.
So then I just keep holding on to my mind, like, no, like I'm honoring her. I'm giving her what she would like, and that's the best I can do for her, right?
That's right, but she doesn't want it because what you're giving her is not what she wanted. Maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe she felt more disturbed seeing you than not seeing you.
Yes, because I come with my daughter, and my daughter has her needs, and they're like always in conflict.
Yeah. So maybe that's the reason why she doesn't want you to help her.
Yeah, but that's I cannot change that, right?
No, you cannot change her. You can change yourself by accepting her wishes.
Yes, okay, that's what I've done, but it's just like I've still had like the struggle with it.
Because you don't have the right attitude. You still want to help her.
Yes.
You have to change the attitude and say you cannot help her anymore.
Oh, that doesn't feel good. Okay.
No, that's the truth. You have to accept the truth if you want to have no suffering.
Okay, I can work on that. Okay. I think my daughter also had some question. Let me quickly ask her. Greta, do you have a question? All right. She's in her own world.
Okay.
Well, please come say
hello. Say namaskaran.
Yeah. Just come say namaskar. Come sit.
How are you?
Поближе.
How are you?
Good.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Is Christmas season good for you or bad for you?
Christmas is good for me.
Good for you. You're getting a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Santa coming soon, huh? Okay. Good. May you be happy on this Christmas holiday, okay? You have any question? No question. Okay. Good to see you. Okay. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
teacher. Yes, we had to take a little leave from going to see the monastery due to my hearing thing, but hopefully we can restart again, and then she might have some more questions.
Okay, no problem.
It's a big blessing to have you in our lives.
Yeah, okay. I'm very happy to help if I can.
Always. Always. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Next, Belinda from Singapore.
Namaskaran, Ajahn. I
Yes.
have no question.
No question. Okay, I'll
Yes,
go
sir.
to Dash then. Hi, Dash. You're almost last today. What can I do
Sorry,
for you?
Ajahn.
What can I do for you?
Okay. I have three pretty big questions about Satipatthana. Uh, would you mind answering for me?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So my first question is, what's the cultivation difference between being aware of the entire body in all postures versus being aware of just the breath in all postures?
It depends on the situation you are in. If you're moving around, then you want to be aware of your posture all the time. But when you're sitting down, you're not moving the body, then you have to change the object from the posture to the breathing instead.
Okay. But what about breathing in all postures?
Well, you don't worry about that because it's hard to watch your breathing than watching the posture is easier. It's more obvious.
Okay. But there's no like difference between or like cultivation difference,
It's just
right?
an object of mindfulness to keep your mind from thinking about something else.
Okay. So for my second question, and when being aware of the entire body in all postures, do I be aware of one thing, one at a time? Like, let's say I was walking, and while I was walking, I had to look at my phone or talk to someone while walking or talk to someone while I'm occupied. How do I be mindful in these scenarios? Or what should my object be in these scenarios?
The object is you should do only one action at a time. If
Okay.
you walk, just walk. If you want to talk on the phone, you stop walking and then stop on the phone. Do one thing at a time.
Okay, so then do I stop my attention on one object and cater to the other object?
It depends. It depends which one is more important, which more will affect yourself. If you're walking, you might be more want to be watching than paying attention to your phone because you might step on a snake or you might slip and fall if you're not watching your step.
Okay, so how do you determine what's more important?
Common sense, I guess. What is more harmful to you or less harmful to you?
Okay, okay, that makes sense. So my last question for Satipatthana. So for awareness of the entire body in all postures, in the Satipatthana Sutta, they talk about specific objects in the section of full awareness. Does this mean that I should be aware of those specific objects only, or are those specific objects just examples, but in reality, you must be aware of everything, whether it be an itch, opening and closing your eyes, looking, etc.?
Yes, you have to be aware of whichever one comes at the moment, at the present time. You don't.
Okay.
They don't come all at the same time. See. So if you're turning around, turning your head to the left or to the right, this is the action you have to be watching.
But like even things that weren't mentioned in the section.
Yeah, that's right. You're eating, you're doing whatever you do. You focus on the action itself.
Okay. So, oh, also, uh, I'm thinking of going to Thailand soon. So, is it appropriate to talk about visa situation or anything like that here?
Well, you can, but I don't have much information on the visa. You have to
Okay.
check the Thai consulate in your country better because they have so many different types of visa.
Yeah, I heard of like uh a education visa where I can apply for a program at a temple or a monastery.
Yes, one of our participants, before he became a monk, he applied for educational visa in which he came and studied Thai, for instance.
Hmm.
And then you can
Yeah,
stay for 6 months or something, or 1 year, I'm not sure.
that's actually exactly my plan.
Okay.
Uh,
Consult the consulate, the embassy, the Thai embassy in your country. They will give
okay.
you all the information that you need. You can go to their website. I think all the Thai embassies have their website, and they will have the visa information for you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Is that all? If you just come in, walk in with a tourist visa, I think you're allowed to stay for 2 months, I think. But
Okay.
without having to make any visa before you come. You can do it on entry, but you can only
Okay.
stay for 2 months as a tourist.
By the way, kind of a monastery question. Do some Thai monasteries reject outsiders?
Well, I mean, if they're bad outsiders, they're usually rejected. But
I'm
if they don't pose any problem, then they're not rejected. It's up to
yeah,
your behavior.
as in like for ordination, like
I think you should, if you have a chance in a chat, you should chat with Sammy. I'm not sure if he's here now, because he's staying in Thailand right now, getting ready to become a monk. So he
oh,
knows pretty much about this visa situation.
who should I talk to, you said?
Sammy, I think. Sammy, he was in here early on, but I think
Oh,
I'm
oh,
not
I think
sure.
I know who you're talking about, but yeah, I don't really know him. I don't have his contact.
Oh, you can contact my assistant and ask for his contact. Maybe you can get his email address from my assistant.
Oh, okay. That'd be good. Thank you.
Okay, good. All right. Anything else?
I think I'm good for now. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you, John.
How's your practice coming along? Good?
Uh, Recently my teacher or Dhamma friend who was helping me, he stopped. So I so
So you ran out
he
of
also
teacher.
stopped. Yeah, I have no teacher anymore.
The Buddha
So
said you should be your own teacher. Rely on
mm,
yourself. Attahi
like
atano natu. Or rely on the Buddha, the Dhamma,
mm,
Sangha.
yeah, I what is it called? From this book, Ajahn Panya,
Yes,
he talked about your inner Dhamma as your teacher.
that's
So
right.
I've been trying to do that. But since I'm without teacher, I've been trying to figure out for these past couple of weeks, how do I do my
We,
own?
you decide you follow the four Satipatthana Sutta, the four foundation
Yeah,
of mindfulness.
I've just been kind of putting all my attention on studying Satipatthana in a sense where all types of ways to practice it and
But you need
see
to
that's
do it step by step. The first step is
yeah.
mindfulness practice and meditation.
Hmm.
The other, you have to wait until you achieve your meditation object first, which is entering into jhana.
I was thinking with Vipassana, is can you attain jhana in vipassana?
Not normally, only under some unusual circumstances.
Okay.
And you need to have enough mindfulness to be able to make it happen also. If you don't have enough mindfulness when you come face to face with a dangerous situation, you will not be able to control your mind, teach your mind to let go, which is vipassana.
And vipassana is for insight.
The insight to see the three characteristic nature of the body or whatever you cling to.
So with my jhana satipatthana practice, should I additionally also add vipassana?
Not yet.
No.
Right now you just do two things, mindfulness and meditation, to get into jhana. And we practice until you are able to enter into jhana anytime, anywhere first. And then you can start to apply vipassana. Because you need jhana or equanimity from jhana to stop your mind from reacting. The goal is to stop the mind from reacting, because by reacting to something that it clings to, it can only cause suffering for the mind.
So how do I know when I'm doing good in my anapanasati?
Well, when you're happy, when your mind is peaceful and you're not craving for any sensual pleasures. You can be happy with meditation. You don't have to rely on sensual pleasure for your happiness. You have to replace happiness from meditation. Use it to replace the sensual pleasures.
Okay. And to know that I'm getting close to jhana in my meditation is what? Like, how do I know?
The mind starts to become calmer and calmer, more concentrated on your meditation object.
Okay.
More absorbed in your meditation object.
Okay.
Jhana is, the word jhana means absorption in your meditation object.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
When you absorb in watching the breath only and nothing else, it means you're close to jhana.
What's the difference between samadhi and jhana?
Same thing, it's just a different name. Samadhi is just a general term for calm, mental calm. But jhana refers to the different level of calm. We have 8 levels of jhana.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Anybody else? I think nobody else. So we go to a question from Facebook or YouTube or what? From Bond.
ครับกราบหลวงพ่อครับ we have 8 questions this evening,
Okay.
and there are 5 questions from the assistant email. The first question from Indonesia: when someone gets cancer, is it because their bad karma has matured?
Not necessarily. It can be some other causes as well. But your bad karma can also cause you to have sickness and illness that nobody without the bad karma has. So, but it's not the only cause. There's some other causes that cause you sickness of your body, not just karma alone.
Question number 2: can meditation kill abnormal cell growth in cancer?
I don't think there's any proof about that yet. Meditation only kills your mind from suffering, from getting cancer.
A question from India: spiritual attainment is not determined by gender, but the path of practice for women is often constrained by societal, financial, and institutional barriers. What factors decide an individual gender? Is it determined by karma from previous life?
It's your like and dislike. If you like men, you're usually born as a woman. If you like woman, you're usually born as a man. So it's what you like that decide the gender of your birth.
Question 4: Many humans are born with physical or mental disabilities. What are the karmic factors or characteristics of citta governing such birth?
Well, because of your bad action, bad karma, you might hurt other people in your past life. Might break their legs, might torture them or whatever, do harm to them. Then in this life, you might get it back.
Question 5. Why does consciousness lack the ability to select the type of body?
Because it's the nature, it's the duty of the law of karma to decide, not the mind or the consciousness.
Next question from Mandy. At the temple, we chanted Itipiso 108 times. Is it possible to gain jhana while chanting?
No, it helps you to calm your mind to a normal level, in which you can then use watching your breath as the meditation object. Chanting doesn't get you to jhana. It just brings you to the level where you will be able to meditate with the breath, being mindful of the breath.
The next question from Jason. Is it a good thing to donate our organs when our body dies?
Well, it's not, I don't know, but it doesn't benefit you karmically. If you donate after you die, if you want to benefit from your donation, you have to do it when you're still alive. Like donating blood, donating one of your kidney, for instance, because you can see the result that you have done something that is good and beneficial for other person, and then it will make you feel happy. But if you donate it after you die, you don't know what happens to your body. So you don't get any karmic benefit from doing it after death. You only get karmic benefit when you're still alive.
And the last questions from Alice. How does one know when to start contemplate or to do insight meditation when practicing anapanasati? If one have not entered jhana after doing daily meditation for a few years, can one still try to contemplate?
You can contemplate, but not to the level where you can then stop your suffering. But you can contemplate so that you can be able to prepare yourself when after you have jhana, then you can use this what you contemplate to apply to stop your suffering. But without jhana, your contemplation will not be effective enough to stop your suffering.
That is
okay. That's all the question we have tonight. Huh? And that's all about the time we have for tonight also. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful and beneficial and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be constantly mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you,
Sadhu,
Pracha.
sadhu,
Thank
sadhu.
you.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Take care, means. Good night, everyone. See you next week.